All right, fellas. I'm making this video simply because we're still getting entirely too many games that are not saving. So I posted maybe a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, all the steps and a few screenshots on how to get your games to record. And there's still been too many games still going through that's not saving. And just a couple of days ago, I think I found out why. I need more examples to actually prove it, but I'm almost sure that I'm right. So what we need to do after the game is over, see what I'm doing? You wait. Your score is going to disappear. Open up the stats or the highlights. You can back right out and then the score is there. At that point, you can go ahead and exit the game. So obviously, most of us know that. But what's happening at the end of the game, some guys are literally just skipping through the results entirely too fast and just skipping it. So I believe if your opponent actually X's out and just hit finish his game way before you even get to open the stats, it's not going to record. So here's a game in Playmakers in my league that did not record. So watch. Clock is going to hit triple zeros. The guy who was streaming, he just skipped through the post screen settings and hit exit. So on his end, he pretty much finalized it. Even if his opponent is still probably watching the highlights of the post game celebration, and then his opponent's probably going to check a couple replays and then open the stats. He's already actually canceled it on his side, probably unintentionally. So here's another example. Clock hit triple zeros, final snap of the game, and you could skip through the cutscenes. Some guys skip through it, some guys watch it. But if you hit finish game right here, you hadn't even allowed the game to, the score is going to disappear right there. You have to wait at least 5-6 seconds. But Xing out of it right there, it's a coin flip. And every game that's not saving, we're doing just that. Somebody's doing that. Even if the opponent, the guy that won, he was like, yo, went to the stats, but my game didn't save. It's because your opponent X'd out of it so quickly before you even got a chance to go and review your stats, which is still dumb as hell. We have to do that. Your opponent has actually jumped back and exited out of the game entirely too fast. So on his end, it's not recording. So here's one of my games. Playoff game, heartbreaker. I lost it, and I wish I could actually speed it up at this point. I can't. Okay, but we're going to get a final score right there. And I didn't skip through the cutscene. I believe at this point I'm already on my phone, congratulating my opponent on a good game. So I'm not skipping through it. But wait just a second. We'll see the score, I believe, any moment. Any moment. And I'm sorry, I recognize for this video, this shit is taking entirely too long. We're still waiting on the score. I would have actually cropped all of this shit out had I known it was this long before making the video. Okay, but look, we got the final score. You wait a few seconds and it disappears. Then you go to the stats. So obviously, most of the league knows that it's the guys who we're playing against who actually skips through that part entirely too fast. And, we hadn't made it to the stat screen yet. So I believe if both guys actually follow these steps, every game is going to save. And it's actually just about four guys, the same four guys. When the games don't record, it's one of them. So it's going to get to a point that if I keep seeing games not recording, not saving, I'm going to require everybody in the league to actually send me the last 10 seconds. So I want you to record from right here. I want you to show me the score disappearing. I want you to show me, see, and it's taking a little bit longer right here. Now it disappeared. I opened up the stats. I backed out. Scores there. I locked in the results. So I'm going to start making everyone in the league send me this screen as proof that you're not just Xing out the game. If these same few guys' games keep not recording, not saving. So I know it's a petty ass step, but on the other side, how many guys are actually getting, you're trying to progress your players, and it shouldn't come to this, but you should be able to have your results, have your breakout game loaded, and even if you lose, you still may have had different stats that you may want saved. And let's say you lost in this game, my opponent lost 28-14. But what if the game didn't save and we sim it or force win it and his computer gets shut out? So now the little stats that he did get, you know, when we run it back with a sim or a forced win, you may actually lose out on those. So nobody actually wants to lose out on their stats. It's basically a waste of an hour. So I'm gonna end the video here. My point of actually letting it run this far, this right here, this was my game. I was the Cardinals in this league, and I'm showing this one in particular to close the video out because my opponent ended up broadcasting the game in the chat. So I just now went to his video to watch what he did as well. He ended the game much faster than I did. Again, I'm letting the cutscenes play all out. However, if he was just to X out the screen, there's a chance that our game wasn't saved. So I waited for the score to disappear. And I think, again, it's a playoff game. I think I'm going to reach out to him, tell him good game, open the stats. Stats right there. I back out. And again, I think I'm still probably responding. I'm not actually truly looking at the stats. I'm typing good game and shit like that. I exit out the game and it's saved. All right, now same game. Here's my opponent. I just pulled up his stream. Score disappeared. He's going to the stats. He opens it. He's probably responding to me right now. Good game. He closes it, exits game. Game loaded. Saved successfully.